Hey y'all, it's Megan Hightower. Okay, let's talk about something that might be kind of scary to some. It was scary to me, but you don't have to be scared of it, okay? And that is highlighting and contouring. We have a sculpting trio that makes this so easy and foolproof. And trust me, I need foolproof when it comes to highlighting and contouring, okay? So we have our contour and our highlights and even a guide of how to use it. So I am basically going to be following this guide to show you the easy, quick way to contour and highlight. Okay, I've already done my foundation and my concealer under my eyes, which I'm going to further highlight with this, but I am going to use the contouring end of this brush in my contour cream. I'm just going to give it a few swipes and I'm going to start top of the ear down, not all the way to my mouth at all. I want to kind of stop even with the outer edge of my eye. Okay, now don't worry, because I know that looks crazy, but we're going to blend. So top of the ear, down toward my mouth, and just make a line, okay? This is going to help give definition to your face and more dimension. And then I'm going to go here, and I do pretty far down on my forehead because I have a really high forehead. This would depend on how far back your hairline is, okay? Then I'm going to take a little bit right here. I'm sorry, y'all. My light is crazy. On the end of my nose, right down my nose like this. And then I'm going to do just a tiny little bit there, and sometimes I just do that with my finger. Okay, and then one more place right along this jawline to define right there, okay? Now, don't worry, we're going to come back and blend, okay? So you can see all my points that I have. And now I've got highlighting powder in the middle, and I'm going to take that on top of where I already put my concealer in this area, kind of in a V shape down under my eyes. Want these areas to stand out. Try to get that light a little better, okay? Right here in my T-zone. And down my nose. Okay, and you're going to see these areas come out even more with our highlighting cream that's going to go on next. I'm going to go right under this contour line that I did a while ago. Okay. And then right here on this part of my chin. And right here in my Cupid's bow. Did y'all know this was called a Cupid's bow? Before I started Unique, I did not know that. Okay, I've learned a lot. Now, this last one is a highlighting cream, and it needs to be almost like warmed up to use. So I use my finger to kind of warm it up. And we're going to take this here right on this cheekbone to highlight even more. And this is going to be so pretty when the light hits it just right. If you're getting pictures taken or anything, if you can see an extra person, I've got a little helper here. She loves to help with my makeup. Okay, and I'm going to take this down the bridge of my nose as well. And I have already highlighted with my eyeshadow, but I sometimes will add a little bit more. And in my Cupid's bow, okay? Now that I'm looking nice and crazy, we can blend, okay? So I'm going to come back to that contouring into the brush, and I'm going to just kind of blend this out. You could also use like blending buds or something like that, like a sponge applicator. This is my preference just because I prefer brushes. Okay, so I just blend until that is much more normal looking. And then I'm going to use one other thing to blend in just a second. So we're going to start just to blend until we don't have these crazy lines. And from here, we're going to go straight down to blend down into the neck. Okay. Now, what I do to finish it off is I grab some blush and my blusher brush, because I need blush, and I do in between the highlight and the contour, I do my blush. It's like a Neapolitan ice cream, and who doesn't love that? Okay, so my blush, y'all, this sun is acting crazy today. I hope y'all can see okay. Okay, so we've got our blush, highlight, contour. And then one of my very favorites, some powder. So we're going to go on top of all this with powder, and it's going to ensure that everything is blended nicely and that there's no harsh lines left from any of that. Okay, so I've got my pressed powder, I've got my powder puff brush, and I'm just going to do a little dab in there and just blend it all out. Okay, I like to do this on top of blush and everything, even if I'm not highlighting and contouring, so that I can make sure everything has a really nice soft finish. Make sure that's blended. Okay. And then I have my final look. And my face doesn't look crazy with lines or anything, but I've got some more definition to my face and have given some slimming effects to those areas that I want slimmed. Okay. So I hope that helps you know that this doesn't have to be super scary, okay? You can totally do it. I'm a total newbie at it, and I've got it. And so if I've got it, you've got it.